Jada says she's not coming, protesting. I'm like, is she on a TV show? It's also not fair that Will was paid $20 million for Wild Wild West, okay?
I don't believe in violence as the reaction to violence. For me, I just couldn't connect to violence being the answer. Love had to be the answer.
Will Smith has finally gone on to reveal the precise reason Chris Rock does not like his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. The events that unfolded during the Oscars 2022 made international news as hundreds of millions of people saw it happen before their eyes and had some sort of opinion regarding it. It was also pointed out that Chris Rock might hold beef with Jada and Will in the past. All sorts of speculations were drawn, but in this video, we've gathered the exact reason for things getting as heated up as they did during the Oscars. So, were Jada and Rock already on bad terms before the Oscars? Let's find out all that and much more in this video. Before we begin, for those that haven't seen the slap, here's the video captured at an alternative angle that shows Jada's reaction to the whole thing and how everything appeared on stage. If you didn't get to watch it live, here's the joke that got Will Smith mad. Just look at Jada's face, wrote one guy as they posted a screen recording of the video. Could the joke and slap incident have something to do with past grievances? It is true that Chris Rock's joke about Jada Pinkett Smith at the Oscars last week didn't go too well with Will Smith. But it wasn't nearly the first time the comedian had poked fun at both of them. In fact, some people would go ahead and call his previous comments in a much poorer taste. When the Saturday Night Live alum, 57, hosted the Academy Awards in February 2016, he devoted a chunk of his speech to the newly minted Oscar winner, 53, and his wife, 50. Ahead of that year's program, Jada announced she planned to skip the ceremony because of the lack of diversity among the contenders. Jada got mad, said she's not coming, Rock said during his opening monologue. Jada boycotting the Oscars is like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited. The Grown Ups actor went on to attack Will, who missed out on an acting nomination that year for his portrayal in Concussion. It's not fair that Will was this good and didn't get nominated, Rock said. It's also not fair that Will was paid $20 million for Wild Wild West.
I'm good.
Rock's comments about Jada at the 94th Academy Awards on Sunday, March 27th, led to arguably the most shocking moment of the evening.
That was a greatest night in the history of television. Okay.
The Fargo alum made a joke about the actress starring in a G.I. Jane sequel because of her buzzed head. For those who are still unaware, do keep in mind that the Magic Mike XXL actress has been suffering from alopecia, which is a medical condition that can cause hair loss. After the joke, Will let out a laugh, although the cameras never focused on the couple. It was later said that his wife did not seem to appreciate the joke too much. If the Will Smith thing is real, I feel sorry for him. The fact that he can go from laughing at a joke to punching someone for the joke within seconds after taking one look at Jada's face screams emotional abuse. He is a broken man. She broke him. This is what one bystander on Twitter had said regarding the Will Smith and Chris Rock incident. After a few seconds went by, Will walked up on the stage and slapped Rock. Right after the slap, Chris Rock did not lose his cool and said in a humorous manner, "Whoa, Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me." It is safe to say that half of the audience could have confused the incident as a scripted joke right until this point, as Chris Rock was able to loosen up the awkward silence with a joke. This was when Will Smith decided to intervene again to let everyone know how serious he actually was. When he sat back down, Smith yelled out, "Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth." During this time, Jada Smith, his wife, was seen smirking and somewhat surprised at her husband's reaction to the situation. It still wasn't immediately obvious whether the sequence was planned, but later in the program, the Men in Black star acknowledged the event while winning his Best Actor medal for King Richard. Richard Williams was a fierce defender of his family. The Philadelphia native began, visibly tearing up. "I'm being called on in my life to love people and to protect people and to be a river to my people. I know to do what we do, you got to be able to take abuse. You got to be able to have people talk crazy about you. In this business, you got to be able to have people disrespecting you. And you got to smile. You got to pretend like that's okay." Amy Schumer, who co-hosted the event alongside Wanda Sykes and Regina Hall, also made a joke about the uncomfortable moment. "Did I miss anything? There's a different vibe in here," she said. adding that she'd been backstage putting off her Spider-Man suit. Tiffany Haddish, who was seated nearby in the crowd, gave her a fist bump for the statement. Will has since apologized to Chris Rock after smacking him in the face during the Academy Awards. The actor, who minutes after the confrontation ended up winning his first Oscar for Best Actor, delivered a long apology via his Instagram. Violence in all of its forms is poisonous and destructive. He began in his statement. My behavior at last night's Academy Awards was unacceptable and inexcusable. Jokes at my expense are a part of the job, but a joke about Jada's medical condition was too much for me to bear, and I reacted emotionally. After finally apologizing to Chris Rock, he continued to say, I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris. I was out of line and I was wrong. I am embarrassed, and my actions are not indicative of the man I want to be. There is no place for violence in a world of love and kindness. He then also proceeded to apologize to the Academy, saying, I would also like to apologize to the Academy, the producers of the show, all the attendees, and everyone watching around the world. I would like to apologize to the Williams family and my King Richard family. I deeply regret that my behavior has stained what has been an otherwise gorgeous journey for all of us. I am a work in progress. Sincerely, Will. Will's apology comes hours after the Oscars Film Academy reprimanded the King Richard actor over the incident and launched a formal review. The Academy condemns the actions of Mr. Smith at last night's show. We have officially started a formal review around the incident and will explore further action and consequences in accordance with our bylaws, standards of conduct, and California law, the Academy said in its statement. She was speaking at the event, Hello magazine's editor-in-chief Rosie Nixon, who attended the annual Academy Awards viewing party on Sunday and observed the scene alongside several Hollywood celebs, said the slap was shocking. This was such a missed opportunity. How I wish Will had stood up and shown his anger in a different way. Just a simple line would have done it. Hey Chris, think about the words coming out of your mouth and be kind. What a headline-grabbing statement it could have been, for the right reasons. And perhaps he could have used his speech to shine a light on the condition of alopecia. To use this global platform to protect his wife publicly by using his words. She then added, This presents a reminder that in any given situation, you have a choice. You can change the narrative and make your point in a powerful way. But always, with no exception, be the bigger person and choose to be kind. Footage of Jada Pinkett Smith responding to Will Smith hitting Chris Rock at the Oscars has appeared online. Rock was presenting an award at the Oscars when he referred to Pinkett Smith as G.I. Jane in reference to her shaved head. Pinkett Smith, who has spoken before about having alopecia, could be seen rolling her eyes at the joke, which garnered a chuckle from the crowd. In reaction, Smith, who went on to win Best Actor for King Richard, came onto the stage and smacked Rock before returning to his seat. Once there, he screamed twice, "Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth." Rock was left speechless for a few moments before saying, "Will Smith just slapped the shit out of me." Footage that was seemingly captured on a mobile phone and was shared on TikTok shows the precise viewpoint of somebody sitting behind the Smiths, who were there in the front row. While Pinkett Smith's facial expressions cannot be seen too clearly, she can be seen hunching forward in laughter at Rock's response. And that itself was troubling for many Will Smith fans. When her husband begins ranting next to her, she remains frozen in an upright stance, but looks to giggle when Rock, composing himself, attempts to brush the moment off, declaring it the greatest night in the history of television. More footage shows a confused Rock staring about in astonishment minutes after the tragedy. While Smith has already offered an apology to Rock, the comedian stated on March 30th that he was still processing what occurred during his first stand-up act after the incident. Sources close to Rock have indicated he had no idea of Pinkett Smith's health. The Academy claimed in a statement that it had launched disciplinary proceedings against Smith for breaking its standards of conduct. However, on April 1st, Smith declared that he would be resigning from the Oscars. What are your thoughts regarding the incident? Do remember to let us know in the comments below.